And I'm here. Wow. At least I think I am. We'll find out real quick. All right, so... tech troubles. Yeah, so we have arranged for me to step in a little bit earlier so that I can do this and get home and get my kid to school and things like that. Hi, everyone. Hello, chat. I'm keeping my eyes on you. I am live from the church today. So if you're wondering, the reverb is not on my microphone. It's not on my PC. It is in this gigantic sanctuary in which I'm standing. So, yeah, and if I had my camera up, you would be able to see the pipe organ behind me. That's where my name comes from. All right, so we have some Bard's Tale to get through. Let's get this going, because I know we're running behind, and they've already made space for me, so here we go. Volume 1. I could play all 3, but we don't have 4 hours. Tales of the Unknown. Begin. Time doesn't start yet. I'll let you know. But first, the song I sing will tell the tale of a cold and wintry day. When evil fled and brave ones bled, the Dark One came to stay. Of castle walls and torchlit halls and a price we had to pay. Till those of old for blood and gold had rescued Skara Brae. So yeah, this is actually a relatively good reproduction of the 1985 original. That scene was there, along with the music. It didn't look so pretty. Volume 1, Tales of the Unknown, The Legend of Skara Brae. Long ago in the land of Caith, when magic still prevailed, the evil wizard Mangar the Dark threatened a small but harmonious town called Skara Brae. Overnight, all of the town's militiamen disappeared, and Mangar froze the surrounding countryside with a spell of eternal winter, totally isolating it from any possible help. And the story goes on that, the militiamen are gone, we have a group of adventurers, this is the stuff of legends, we're going to need a bard, all that fun stuff. We don't actually need a bard, but they make life easier, so we're going to have one. They give us some advice because they recognize that this is from 2018 and not from 1985, and not everyone will have read the manual. First thing we're going to do is delete the party that comes preset. We're going to create some characters. I see a Bob the Bard, so we're going to take a dwarf bard, and we're going to look for 17 constitution and hit points over 20, which we have on our very first roll, so we're going to take that. We're going to name this character Bob the Bard. I see a request to name one of them after Tigerian, which only makes sense, given that Tigerian very kindly stepped aside so I could have something resembling my original schedule. So we'll have a Hobbit Rogue. We're looking for 18 dexterity and enough hit points that they can take a couple shots in the face. There we go. Perfect. Tigerian. Do we have a spellcaster? One of the interesting things when you're creating characters, in this game, in the original, 1985, it was assumed all your party members were male. We can actually have female characters in this. Nooster says Nooster got in before Drizzt. So we'll have Nooster the Elf Conjurer. 16 intelligence, 16 dexterity. I could not ask for a better opening roll. Nooster it is. There we are. Our 3 characters. The game will begin when I remove everyone from the party. Not delete, just remove. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right. First thing we need to do is add Tigerian back in, and we're going to do some vandalism. We don't need instructions. We know how to do vandalism. So there's this statue right here. We're going to attack it. We're going to hide in the shadows. We're going to hide in the shadows. Thank you. And when we hide in the shadows, we have a backstab attack, which critically hits for 3 points of damage, killing it. A critical hit in this game is an automatic kill. Tigerian gets a nice little up arrow there beside his name, and that is an indication that he has enough enough experience points to level up. That is a modern convenience, was not in the original. We're going to head over here. We're going to quick save. We're going to run away from that barbarian. We're going to hide. Thank you. Sure, we'll take out a barbarian. We're going to quick save again. We're going to be doing a lot of quick saving and loading. We want to break these statues. Because we're not playing in what they call legacy mode, there we are. The original game, these statues would come back when we left the town for a dungeon and returned. In this mode, these are story encounters, and so we only have to deal with them once. So I'm breaking them now so I don't have to deal with them later. Also, it gives us a nice big chunk of experience with which to start up our rogue. And since we have access to a quick save and quick load feature, it's actually not that bad to do. It's a 50-50 chance for hiding in shadows. A rogue that's hiding in the shadows is not technically in combat, so the monster can't actually attack them. Face death itself. So we're going to break a whole bunch of statues, get a bunch of experience. Not going to let Tigerian die on that one. I want to kill this Ogre Lord, and then we're good to go. We've got 2 more statues. You got to get a face shot. Yeah, well, we're loading. That happened in another timeline. It's all right. It's all good. Here we go. All right, so there's 2 more statues over here. We might break one. It might break us. It doesn't actually matter at this point. There we go. Tigerian attempts to hide in the shadows, but is discovered. Stone Giant just, gets a face shot. Alas, your party has expired and gone to adventure heaven. Sorry, bud. I love these little captions sometimes. They're great. So we hit space, puts us back at the Guild of Adventurers. We put Bob and Nooster back in the party. And we head down here. There's the Thieves' Temple here. The Thieves' Temple was always called that, but in this game, as sort of an Easter egg, there's no charge to guild members. Well, Tigerian happens to be a rogue, so 0 gold to the gods. We will attend all your wounds at once. Tigerian is resurrected and healed. Now we need to go and claim those levels that we've picked up. We're going to save Scum for some points, specifically some hide in shadow and disarm trapped points. So I want them both to be nice and high. 10 disarm is great, 4 hide in shadows is terrible. The numbers between 4 and 11 are the possibility, and we've got a lowest roll. We'll take 10 and 9. We keep getting low rolls for hide in shadows. Hide in shadows is very important. As you saw, the rogue's ability to hide in the shadows is actually carried back from the 3rd game. They decided when they remade these 3 to give the rogue all their skills. In the original, back in the 80s, the rogue's only ability in the first 2 games, well, hide in shadows was an ability, but all it did was take them off the line of combat, and they could open treasure chests without triggering the traps on them. Something else which we need them to do. In the 3rd game, hide in shadows also gave them the backstab skill, which was something necessary to beat the 3rd game. If you've ever seen any of my full Trilogy runs, you need that hide in shadows skill to actually win. We're not getting some good rolls here. That's okay. We want it's worth taking the time now, because taking the time now means not getting beat to heck later. Change our party order, put the and we'll stop here at Garth's. We're going to buy some stuff. Anyone have a preference for flute, mandolin, or harp? Because the bard needs an instrument, and what we buy him will determine the actual. So flute, harp, or mandolin will determine the actual sound font. Lady Ariana says flute, and I think that's a good choice. Let's go to Bob. We'll buy tower shield, a flute, leather gloves, helm. All the sound in this game, you might have noticed there's no soundtrack. All the sound in this game is what we call diegetic. That means it's happening in-game. So the only time you get music is if a bard in your party is playing music. You'll hear, other sounds, like you can hear Garth banging about in his shop. We're going to play the Badr Kilnfest. Get used to this, you're going to hear it for a while. All right, and we're going to grind here. What is this game? This is the remaster of The Bard's Tale. Tales of the Unknown. So you'll notice that my characters are regenerating hit points in battle. That's what the Badr Kilnfest does, the music that Bob is playing for us. We'll stop in by the temple once in a while and heal up. 7 gnomes might be tricky. We'll see if we can get away with it. No, we're not going to get away with that. We'll just reload. I am also a former flautist, Lady Ariana. Let's try and get away with these barbarians. There we go. Spiders do a fair bit of damage. The point here is we're grinding. We're grinding specifically for experience. Unfortunately, there's no... Oh, I tried to run away, it didn't let me. If I try to run and it doesn't let me, then it starts a normal round of combat. Which is nice, because you don't lose your... your round just because you tried to run away. 25 years, yeah, that's about the same time since I picked up mine. The first year of university was when I last played. I tried to run. Let's see if I can get away with this one. Okay, here we go. Let's kill it. Let's kill it. Let's kill it. There we go. Got away with it. All right. What I'm doing is I'm using both the arrow key and the W key to move up, or forward, I guess, technically, to go in and out of these buildings. The game runs on a real-time timer. So if I were to stand around outside, Nooster is ready for level. If I were to stand around outside, I would eventually get attacked. There we go. Yeah, so if I were to stand around outside, I would eventually get attacked. You can force it to roll for encounters by entering some of these empty buildings. We're not taking strength. Nooster is looking for intelligence or dexterity. We want both of those. We want those both to hit 18 as fast as possible. If there's a point of dexterity, I'm taking that. Okay. Head back to our little grind corner. And grind some more. 3 spiders. There's lots of things that run on real time in this game. The second game literally has timed puzzles that will kill you if you take too long. I don't know where, there we go. And you'll notice as I'm walking around outside that every so often Nooster's spell points will go up, or Bob said Nooster just gained a spell point. Bob will regain a hit point because Bob is singing that song, while playing it on the flute, I guess. Spellcasters recover their hit point or magic points when they're standing out in the sun, which is nice. And also we can go to a fellow by the name of Roscoe. He sells us spell points. If you like the looks of this, and you ought to, it's a really pretty game. It's a lot of fun. The trilogy, the whole trilogy remastered, is available. I believe it's on Steam, and I know it's on GOG because that's where I get it from. I don't think we're going to get away with that. Okay. If you like these sorts of games, this is absolutely one that should be in your repertoire. As a speed game, it's actually a lot of fun. The whole trilogy is great, and I think at this point I'm the only one that runs them. So if you want to give me some company on these, I would happily take you on board. Show you the ropes, as it were. Ooh, dear. We'll try and get away from that one. There we go. If we weren't out of spell points, I probably would have kept going, but 2 mercenaries. Okay, there's our second level. So what we're going to do is we're going to go take those levels. Nooster is going to get new spells. Every odd level for spellcasters, you get new spells, and Nooster is a conjurer. That was only 12 points. We're going to read it again. 15, thank you, and a point of strength, good. Point of intelligence, we're taking that. Spell acquiring, we have to pay for them, though. So we get some new spells. You've seen me throw arc fire a couple times. That's just a simple little, basically a magic missile. Does 1 to 4 damage per level of the spellcaster. Spellcaster's now level 3. But has second level spells, because we're based on old D&D rules. Another thing you might notice from old D&D rules, armor class is better the lower it goes. 10 is really bad, minus 10 is really good. I don't know why I attacked that. There we go. So yeah, you notice the stats. We have hit points, armor class, spell points, and class. 5 orcs. 3 orcs. 2 orcs. No orcs. The trilogy is on Steam and is pretty cheap. Thank you, Iago. Thaco time, yes indeed. This game doesn't actually explicitly reference Thaco. I believe in the original, I don't know if it still holds true in this one, but in the original, it calculated your chance to hit based off your armor class. which is a really weird way to go about things. I know Nooster is ready for a level up, but we're not going to take it just yet. We're going to wait till Nooster has enough points to go up to level 5, just because it's faster. That's not going to happen if I get him killed. 4 nomads. 4 nomads. 2 nomads. There we go. Nomads. 1 mad, nomad. All right. Oh, hey, cool. A raid. Nice to see you. I can't cast Arcfire. I don't have any magic points. It will let you pick a spell even if you don't have the points for it, because there's a possibility that you could recover your points during the round. There we are. 1 spider. Okay, now I have to keep track of experience. 3650. We're at 3710. 3840. 4,000. Cool. $42.20. I'm not going to take on 7 barbarians. 3 nomads, a bit iffy. Yeah, it's a bit iffy. Oh, I tried to run, it didn't let me. We're just going to run away second time. There we go. 7 gnomes. Yee. Nope, didn't work. You may wish to drop by a tavern to wet the whistle of your bard. Yeah, it's telling me. Well, I mean, it's just a general hint. 120. Okay, I'll have to check points. 4350. Cool. Another 300, so 4550. A little less than that. 4540. 4640. Mental arithmetic. Something I'm good at. 4730. My biggest problem isn't the math, it's remembering what my number's at. 4880. Get away with it. Get away with it. There we are. That should be 5,000. Yep. Great. And I was 100 points short. If I needed 120 points, only needed 20. All right. No, we're not looking for Constitution. We're looking for Intelligence or Dexterity. Especially Dexterity, but especially Intelligence. There's Intelligence. We'll take that. Now we're only looking for Dexterity. So there's 5 stats. Strength, Intelligence, Luck, Constitution, and Dexterity. There we go. Take 18 hit points. Very nice. And Tigurian, no. Strength gives you a damage bonus in combat. Intelligence increases magic points at level, which is why we want a lot of it. Constitution increases hit points at level. I'm going to stop explaining for a second to show you War Strike. Causes a spray of energy to spring from the caster's extended figure, sizzling a group of opponents for 5 to 20 points of damage. Yes, I will pay now. War Strike is our first group attack spell. We're going to drop our characters other than Nooster, because Nooster's going spider hunting. Do we have a lamp? We do, in fact, have a lamp. We've got a lot of stuff. Use that lamp. We're going spider hunting. So this is a tavern over here. We're going to order some wine, and the barkeeper says, go down to the cellar and pick out a bottle yourself. This is the wine cellar. It's our first dungeon. Taverns serve an important role for bards. They also, where you can pick up rumors and tips for the game. But your bards, they have a song limit. They can sing 1 song per level of experience, and then their throat gets dry. We're going to cast Trap Zap. We're going to open that. There we go. And when their throat gets dry, they can no longer sing songs. So this is why Dexterity is important. So that I can move before the spiders and wreck them. Otherwise, Nooster would be completely exposed to the attacks of the spiders, like now. We got away with it. Okay, good. And we got to level up. There's always 6 spiders right there. So yeah, solo mages scare me too, Tigurian. But it's the fastest way to get experience. And, you know, we're doing this, we're trying to go fast, so we'll just heal up here. We'll go claim that level, and then we'll go visit Roscoe. Roscoe's Energy Emporium. 8 spell points, great. That's why I wanted high intelligence. Those should both be 18, by the way. Yeah, they cap at 18, so I'm not going to be getting any more. So, yeah. Right, I got halfway through the explanations for the stats. So, strength gives you damage bonus, constitution and intelligence give you stat bonuses at levels. Luck makes you more likely to hit with spells and less likely to get hit with spells. And dexterity has a whole bunch of effects. It lowers your armor class. We're going to order some wine, yeah. Lowers your armor class. It raises your initiative, so you go sooner in combat. Makes you more likely to hit, less likely to be hit. Those sorts of things. 4 strike, thank you. And the Trap Zap spell does what it suggests. It zaps traps. Got some Mithril Chain, that will be nice when we reconstitute our party. And that is good, level 7. We're going to stop there for a good reason. Because now we can go and get just some of the best boys. We're just going to have some of the best boys joining us. Here we go. So the next level of spells we get includes a spell called Elix Instant Wolf. It's a summoning spell. I'm not going to go with 5. 7 is good. Spell acquiring Elix Instant Wolf. So just adds a wolf to the party. So combat. The first 4 characters in your party list can hit and be hit in melee combat. The back 3 can only use ranged attacks and spells to engage in combat. So, Nooster can no longer be hit by those spiders. And, as an added bonus, summoned creatures don't claim experience points. So this just got a lot safer. Order some wine. To finish this experience grind here. This being an old game, most of the actual challenge in the game, if you're playing casualty, there go our wolves doing the good thing there. Most of the challenge in the game, if you're playing casualty, is in exploration and puzzle solving. And because I've played through the game, I know where to go and what the answers to the puzzles are. It makes life a lot easier when you don't actually have to, do that part of the game. Knowing where everything is makes things a whole lot simpler. How's my items? 18 of 40. Okay. I'm looking at my items. They're under where it says sewers there. Oh, I can take 7 half orcs. Sure. Or not. Cool. Go wolves. Go wolves! All right. We only got a mandolin for it. Got good experience, though. The wolves are such good boys. Yeah. So yeah, knowing where everything is, I don't have to go through the rigmarole of doing the exploration. So basically, the speedrun is grind until you find a better place to grind, then grind there. Until you find a better place to grind, then grind there. So we're going here for the next level of spells, which is why I didn't leave immediately upon getting that level up. I'm leaving now because I'm out of magic points. And we certainly can't fight 7 barbarians and 2 barbarians. That's not going to go well. So we wander over here, go out the door, exit the tavern. So I like to talk about the modern conveniences. This game does have a legacy mode which you can play on, which takes away some of those modern conveniences that the game has. Yeah, we'll take 6 spell points, that's fine. We'll put another wolf up. The original game, the first Bard's Tale, you didn't have 7 character slots, you had 6. And the front slot was for summoned creatures or random monsters that would join you. So, you couldn't do this particular strategy, and when I play on Legacy Mode, allow it to join. Get a mad dog instead of a wolf. Like that. Monsters that will join you. You couldn't do this particular strategy in the original, so when I do this on Legacy Mode, I fill the party with rogues instead of with wolves. Have 3 rogues at the front taking the hits and avoiding the hits. And then it's a bard and 2 spellcasters. But we're not on legacy mode, we're on the modern conveniences. One of the big ones that I use a lot, more than I realized until I did a run on legacy mode, is the minimap. That minimap is extremely useful. And even though I know my way around, it helps keep me from getting lost. They're picking up 900 experience around here. Mithril shield. We're getting some better equipment too. You can buy a bunch of stuff at Garth's Equipment Emporium, but it's really only good for getting you started. After that, oops. After that, then you have to go and find anything that you're going to want. So mithril equipment is better than what we're starting with. Oh no! How's our experience? We're going to have to leave unless I stop picking up treasure chests. But I'm also grinding for money. Money's important too. That was a rather poor spell, unfortunately. That's okay. The wolves took care of it. There we go. One more. Yeah, and we're going to have to do a little more grind. Until we go to the next grind. Yay! What are we at? 2, 3, 5. Be 2 more. 2 more fights. Nah, I could probably take them just with the puppers, but it's not worth it. With no spell to clear them up. If I had a War Strike left, I'd clear them off. But. So yeah, we're going to come here. We're going to sell a bunch of stuff. We don't need these daggers, bucklers, robes, helms, maces, harp, mandolin, mithril sword, mithril shield, mithril chain. Can't be used by the... There we go. There we go. Got some money. I need to go see Roscoe. That's what I came up here to do. So the game also has a day-night cycle. Roscoe is always open. Roscoe and his black cat are always around. But the equipment shop and the review board, where you get your levels, they close at night. So 2 more fights of spiders, and then we'll move on to the next grind, which is the horrible undead. And over here, a single mercenary. Go, my pups. War strike. So one of the other things that's just built into this system is when I go to cast a spell, you can see it gives me a list and it categorizes them. So I've got it set on the multiple targets, saying there's single target, multiple targets, curses, summoning, things like that. Or there's just the whole list. In the original, you didn't have that, and you'll see me type in once in a while 4-letter codes. Because in the original, you had to know the 4-letter code for the spell. That was the copy protection. You needed the book because the book would tell you what all the spells were. So instead of just selecting, what's one I've been using? Arcfire, for example. Instead of just selecting Arcfire from a list, I would have to actually type in ARFI if I wanted to cast the spell. There we go. Shock Sphere is the big one we're looking for here, and we'll head over here because we can kill us some zombies. I know the answer to this question. It was a zombie jamboree. We need the trap zap spell because there's a trap in front of us right there. Go this way. Need the trap zap spell. And here's 45 zombies. Here's a shock sphere. And that's, we were getting 900, now we got 23,000 experience. And an unidentified weapon. That might be a bard sword. What's up here? Crispy. Oh, it gets better. It gets better. So 11 whites, shock sphere. There they go. There's another 11,000 experience, and we're out of pups. Oh, there goes my light. We're going to need to use unless I've got an unidentified item. Can't use it. Yeah, it's unidentified. So we're going to have to cast a Mage Flame, so just type it in. I could stumble my way around in the dark, but that's not pretty. Do I go through the entire game with just the Wolves and Nooster? No, actually. We'll be putting the rest of the party together once we have level 7 spells. So we're going to advance Nooster. Yeah, we'll take that now. And we'll go get our spell points back. And we'll call up a couple more puppers. No, we go with 3 characters in a modern mode run. Legacy mode runs with 6. Nope, can't take that. Traps out. But yeah, our 3 characters are a bard, a rogue, and a spellcaster. Shock sphere. There's a cold harp. Oh, that's fantastic. We haven't actually caught up. They just let me go first. So they just moved me forward in the schedule. So we're still going to be getting Tigerian's 2 games after this one. Open. There we go. Mithril plate. Nice to sell. What's my experience at? We are getting close to our level of our needed level of experience. Words. 115. There we are. So one of the modern mode conveniences is the experience required is half. So it would take 230,000 experience to get level 13 in the original. In this version, it takes 115,000. So I should be right there. Get level 6 and level 7 spells. Here's what we want. Apport Arcane allows you to teleport anywhere within a dungeon except places protected, and Instant Slayer. So the puppers have been good. Let's retire them. Thank you, puppers. We are now going to go with Instant Slayer. One of the other things they did was harmonize the games. I also need to change class. Change class, Nooster to Sorcerer. So the games all have the same spell list unless you're playing on Legacy mode. Slayers didn't make an appearance until the second game. So monsters in the first game aren't really equipped to deal with them. I don't know if you heard the wolf cry there. It is now nighttime. So we're going to cast an Apport Arcane. We're going to cast 8 north, 11 east, and down -1. And there's stairs here. We can't actually teleport. Mr. Angry Skull is angry. Apport Arcane cannot target here. Yeah. So we're going to go over here. We're going to take on our first boss. So Slayers have a -15 armor class. That's something that most things in this game cannot hit. I tried to run from that. Slayers also critically hit, and they hit hard. Trying to get away. There we are. Now we've lost our map because we got teleported, and I don't have a way to put it back with this character right now. So we have to, unfortunately, navigate without the map. That's not where we want to go. I do want to go through here. I'm not going to win this, but we're going to try. Yeah. This is what I want. 66 zombies. And they honestly can't hit the Slayers. So, they die real quick. Bada-boom. There's a shield ring. Cool, we'll put that on. 2 points of armor class is 2 points of armor class. We're going to get teleported over here. We're going to hit some anti-magic so my light goes out. There's the wall. There's another wall. I'm going to hit some squares that say darkness. We'll hit the wall. We're going to cast a trap zap. I'm going to cast another trap zap. 1, 2. There's the wall. there would be a trap here. And there's a door I'm going to go through, which will be... Before you lays the ancient burial chamber of King Eldric, now a creature of darkness. Now, mortal men, I will drink of your souls, he hisses. One spectre, but again, not designed for slayers, so he's dead. The eye has been added to the party inventory. We're going to recast our mage flame, thank you, so I can see. We get teleported back to the stairs. We'll put my map back up. The game is kind. Anytime you change floors, it gives you your map back. And we're going to just work over some skeletons. Mithril sword. And some ghouls. We'll let the slayers finish up. A harp. Nice. No. Run away. I said run away. Run away. It didn't let me run away. Run away. Quit aging my slayers. They're all old. Shock sphere on the whites. Finn's flute. And these because we're playing in modern mode, these fights don't come back. I'm having some real bad luck running away. Considering that Nooster has 18 dexterity, I'm really surprised. One of the other modern mode conveniences, not just Bard Sword, fantastic, is the journal. So I can just apport Arcane right back to the main stairs. It's nighttime now, so I get harder fights out here, not that they'll trouble me, and I can't go and claim my levels now because the review board is closed for the evening. But as soon as I go back to the Adventurers Guild, put the party back together, it becomes daytime. There we are. We need to equip some stuff. Equip the eye so we don't accidentally sell it. Yes, you can sell important equipment. We're going to be hearing the harp for a while because I got a cold harp. Throw dagger. We'll try and identify stuff. Okay, Garth can identify. Hopefully that's a light wand. It is! Fantastic. Wow. Nice. We'll equip that eye so I don't accidentally sell it. Sell items. So we're just going to sell everything. Oh, I forgot to equip that, didn't I? Mithril chain. No, it's not. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. All right, there we go. We're going to get some levels for Nooster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Get some new spells. Up to level 6. 7. Oh, good. Fantastic. Class change to Wizard. We have 4 types of spellcaster in the game. Conjurer, which we started as. Magician, Sorcerer, and Wizard. You can start as either a Conjurer or a Magician. Instant Slayer, Instant Slayer, Instant Slayer, and Instant Slayer. When you have at least 3 spell levels in either Conjurer or Magician, you can become a Sorcerer. And when you have 3 spell levels in 2 of Conjurer, Magician, or Sorcerer, you can become a Wizard. Conjurers make stuff happen, so they throw, like, light. They can throw magic light around. They can do things like move the party with an apport arcane spell. Oh look, it's a crystal sword and I don't have to go through the maze. We go 3 south, we go 3 north. Oh look, it's stairs going up. We have Mr. Angry Skull up here who tells us we cannot apport arcane to this floor. So yeah, conjurer, magicians enchant things. So where a conjurer makes light appear, like makes a flame appear, a magician would instead make the walls glow. You know, it's a neat story difference, but it's not functional. Here we go. A wizened man appears before you. Even says, wizened man. Have you come to answer my riddle? Sure. Once man alive, now living death. It drinketh blood and stealeth breath. Any guesses? 3, 2, 1. It's a vampire. Here we go. And we get the silver square. Sorcerers are illusionists. So we're going to go 5, 11, and 1. Even though we can't apport Arcane to here, we can apport Arcane from here. A sign on the wall reads, "The barracks. Official robes are required." Bob, would you be so kind as to give us a traveler's tune? Here's the harp. So, legions of Baron Harkin stand before you, recognizing you as intruders. "Death to them!" they scream. Here's the caption, intruder alert. So the room is filled with 99 berserkers, 99 berserkers, 99 berserkers, and also 99 berserkers. They can't hit the slayers. So we're going to cast the one spell that affects all parties, Mangar's Mind Blade. Sorcerer level 5. We're going to throw that right there. Sorcerers are illusionists. They can do stuff like this that affects minds. They can have a lot of really powerful summons, but illusions disappear if an enemy disbelieves in them. So they're really powerful, but really fragile. And wizards are demonologists and necromancers. Oh, we're already hiding. We don't need to hide more. Mind Blade. Yeah. All right, we're going to just defend and let the Slayers finish the job. There we go. Fire Mandolin. Good. Adamant Chain. I think the Bard can use Adamant Chain. I'm right. Crystal Sword, Fire Mandolin, Mithril Chain, and the Silver Square. And we're about to use that eye. We need to go south 2 from here. Oh, I'll save because this fight could actually go south on me. A gold statue of a 15-foot tall warrior stands before you. Will you approach it? Sure. An eye levitates from the party and goes into the statue's empty socket. See, it's got an empty eye socket right there. The statue comes to life. I hunger. I love that caption. The walls shake as the statue stands suddenly flinging marble everywhere. Gaze at the awesomeness of one mad god. Unfortunately, it's 20 feet away, so you advance forward. Mad god casts Disrupt Illusion. Now we just have to hope it doesn't do anything nasty. Well, the Slayer... Okay, took out one of my Slayers. That's fine. An unidentified arrow, and we get teleported. So one of the things that we would not be able to do is come through these gates, but we're on the other side of them now. This is Kiliaran's Amber Tower. We're going to use a new spell, where our song, the Seeker's Ballad. It creates light. We step over here, we get teleported. We walk around here. We step here, we get teleported again. We're standing on a spinner, so it would end up pushing me in a random direction if I tried to turn around. But if I step off it, I know which way I'm facing. This is a puzzle you get a lot of hints about. In a game of Sword and Sorcery, I pull out a chain gun. Yes, yes I do. I'm going to have to maneuver in the darkness here, but I know where to go. Passage has been granted. We walk down here, we walk over here, and then into the long corridor. We're not going to have our map for a bit. And I'm going to save before I go through the door here, because there's 6 green dragons here, and they will kill me. We're in darkness again. Let's go north, south 1, 2, 3, north 1, 2, 3, west and north to the door. We get the silver triangle. We've got a silver square and a silver triangle. That's kind of neat. See? Silver triangle. Now we go south as far as we can. It's east, south, west, and then south as far as we can. East to the wall, south to the wall, west, north, west, north, west, west, and south until we're out of here. There we are. This way. There we are. Okay, through this door is the Crystal Golem. Golem! Exclamation point. Also not equipped to deal with Slayers. And for whatever reason, it's programmed to always drop an item. And it comes back to life. So, cool. A Hawkblade, not useful. I usually fight it a few times because I'll fight until it kills one of my Slayers, and then I'll assess where I'm at. It can give me some really neat stuff, like Adamant Bracers, for example. Okay, now we need to kick out our Slayers, because we need to kill this Golem, and the only way to kill it is to finish it off with the Crystal Sword. So, Bob, if you would switch to the Wayland's Watch, thank you. And equip that Crystal Sword. We're going to need to put some Wind Wolves in front. Some more good boys. And we're going to need to buff the bard pretty severely. Hide in the shadows, please, so you don't get killed. Fortunately, we've got tunes to do that. Falcontine's Fury. We also have some spells. Battle Skill. Okay, now we wait there, and we hope that the wolves don't kill the crystal golem. Now Bob is in range and is going to start attacking, and we have to get through this. Regeneration on Bob just to make sure. There we go, 110 points of damage, and we're out. Ag's arrow is not useful. We're going to switch our song back to the Seeker's Ballad so we can see where we're going, and switch our weapon back to the Bard Sword. The Bard Sword has a special ability on it. It gives Bob unlimited Bard songs. So instead of running out of voice, Bob can just keep going. This is a winding serpentine passage, and if you explore that dark area, you will find a clue. Beware the sting at the end, south, of the serpent's tail. Big quotation marks on south. So this is south. We're going west, south, east, south, west, south, east. Running away, south. Okay, here's the sting. There's no way out. It's a trap. The door is long. So yeah. If you do step through there, if you can hold out long enough with healing spells, it will eventually reopen the door. There's a spinner there I don't want to step on, there's a spinner there I don't want to step on, and there's a teleporter in that corner I didn't want to step on, which is why I took the long way around the room. There's a teleporter here I do want to step on, because this is our final ascent to see Kiliaran at the top of his tower. Finally make our way to see Kiliaran at the top of his amber tower. And he's a nice guy. Put away your enemy weapons. I'm an ally, not an enemy. The true quest, the source of evil in Scarabray. Mangar the Dark, my nemesis. He gives me an onyx key. So once more, we're going to equip it so I don't accidentally sell it. And step through here, we get teleported out. Nope. We don't need those pups anymore. They were very good boys, but they were only figments of your imagination. Let's get some more levels. We don't need to grind so much for that. Get our levels. Nooster is going to have a ridiculous amount of hit points, because every time you change class, Nooster goes back to first level, and therefore gets way easier experience charts. There we go. All right. We can sell. Well, let's identify that arrow. Ag's arrows, yeah. Don't sell the silver square. Fire mandolin. Arc shield is nice. We can sell the crystal sword. We don't need it anymore. You can use the arc shield instead of the tower shield. There we go. Ditch that. All right. Oh, we should talk to Roscoe, because I don't have a lot of magic points. And refill my party with Slayers. INSL. INSL. Instant Slayer. There we go. All right. Now we're on our final... We're heading to the final dungeon. Wouldn't say we're on our final ascent yet, but we're heading to the final dungeon. How was anyone supposed to beat the game without cheating? Yeah, the answer was right. Lots of mapping. Trial and error doesn't hurt you that bad, because when your party gets killed, it's not... so we're going to order some wine. It's not a game over. It's just you go back to the Adventurers Guild. Port Arcane. So this is the sewers are a great big 3-floor dungeon. We're going to trivialize it by teleporting to the end. Stairs here that go a long way up. And now we're in this bottom corner. This is where we fought the ogre mages over here. This is the bottom corner. We couldn't get through the iron gates without going through the sewers. Mangar's Tower. If we didn't have the onyx key, we wouldn't be able to see the stairwell. And the first thing we need to do, Apport Arcane, -7, +4, +1. 2 shapes yours, one's around. Speak the shape in final found. It's a circle. We have a silver triangle, a silver square, and a silver circle. 9, 7. Yeah. It's dark up here, so we're not actually going to be able to see. I need the compass. Walk west to the wall, turn around 1, 2, go north. So this game was published by Electronic Arts before their name was Mud. We head west, 1, 2, 3, we get teleported. And we trap zap in both directions. And back in the 80s, Electronic Arts... Oh, here's a spinner. Watch the compass. I press down once, it turns me twice. There, I want to go south, that's fine. We'll answer this. Lie with passion and be forever damned. 1, 2, 3. I want it to face that way. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Haha. I can't go buy the master key. All right, fine. Let's just go. I can't buy the master key because I don't have enough money. And my compass should disappear. There we go. So Electronic Arts, they had their logo in the 80s was a silver square, a silver triangle, and a silver circle. These stairs wouldn't be here if I hadn't answered the questions. We're going to cast a trap zap. $50 ghouls. We're going to use that cold harp we picked up. Cold is not ideal for dealing with the undead, but it does the job. There's money we can use, so we'll head back and we'll buy the master key just because it saves me some nuisance. We have to go through these fights again. It's fine. Trap zap. 1, 2, 3. Turn this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast another trap zap. And I'm going to need my compass so I don't get spun accidentally. I want to go facing east, please. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go north to the wall, east to the wall, south to the wall, west to the wall, north to the wall, east to the wall, south to the anti-magic square, and west into this room. The Keymaster. He's going to sell me something for 50,000 gold. We get the Master Key. The Keymaster gives us the Master Key. Makes sense. The Master Key would open those locked gates. But also, it prevents us from being turned by spinners. 1, 2, we get teleported, turn around. 1, 2, 3, turn south. 1 to the wall. And we're back here. Now, quite often, I do a little bit of grind here for equipment. And if I were going on to the next games, I would absolutely sit here and grind equipment. But as I'm not, we'll do maybe 1 or 2 fights. And then just go. See if I can get some good stuff. Unidentified arrow, Ring of Power. Ring of Power sounds great, but I'm not a hobbit, so... You face death itself in the form of... We also have Repel Dead, which just tears through the undead. Yeah. It's surprising that it left that many alive. Spectre Race. Okay, we're not going to be getting some fancy stuff today. That's fine. We're going to cast Second Sight. Tells me there's a spinner ahead. You can actually see it. There. But it doesn't actually affect us because we've got the Master Key. Something special near. A shape of a skull etched on the floor and a teleporter. We're going to cast Scry Sight to put my map back up. Trap Zap. A little bit of darkness. There's a spinner here. We can ignore it. 1, 2. Trap Zap. Sleeping Dragons. If I weren't playing music, they would wake up and kill me. The greatest son of Odin, we get the Thor figurine. Get zapped over here. We can use Scry Sight to put my map back in place. And Trap Zap. There's a hidden door here. And there's a fight through here. And then we get the weirdest square in video gaming. That space right there turns all the walls into doors and all the doors into walls. Viz. We get teleported back to where we were. Scry Sight. This is where we fought the ghouls. It's now sealed off. But we can go through what used to be walls. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get into this area here. We need to be able to go up through that. We need a levitation spell up through the portal. Get warped a bit. Get attacked here for no apparent reason. And we get attacked here by 5 storm giants. Move through, we get another fight. I tried to run. I'm probably going to get nuked here. Yeah, we're going to just reload. Run away. Run away. Walk to the wall. And then we get the possession trap. Who got possessed? Slayer number 3. Okay, good. Cast Dispossess. Problem solved. We get attacked here. We run away. We get teleported here. Scry sight. Let's put our light back up. Thank you. And there's a trap in front of me here. The traps here are basically instant death to one of your targets, or one of your people. You don't want to hit them. Walls to doors is not something my hand-drawn map is okay with. No, that would be very confusing. We step through here, and then there's a pool of boiling liquid. Of course we dive in. Now remember I said EA had a logo of a square, triangle, and circle? So on the north are etched 3 geometric shapes, a square, circle, and a triangle. Their motto was also, "We see farther." You see farther. Passage has been granted. Trap zap. Step in here. Okay, through this door is our last fight. Here we go. Change my song to the Laclaren, which gives us a little bit of resistance to magic. You stand in the antechamber of Mangar the Dark, evil archmage of Scarabray. He glares at you with deep hatred. "Die, mortals!" he screams. With a wave of his hands, a few of his close friends drop by. They don't look like a fun group. 2 demon lords, 3 vampire lords, and 1 Mangar the Dark. We're going to hide in the shadows. We're going to use that cold harp on the vampire lords. We're going to cast a far foe spell to try and push the demon lords out of killing me range. This is not an unusual opening round. We're going to hide in the shadows. We're going to use that cold harp a second time. No, we're going to use the Seeker's Ballad, see if we can get away with it. We're going to use a far foe on the vampire lords. Get. Well, this is a surprising result that not anyone from my party has died yet. Use the cold harp on the greater demon, far foe again on the demon lords. And everyone has died. Cool. Try again. Hide in the shadows, cold harp on the vampire lords, cast far foe on the demon lords. Hide in the shadows. There's a wraith there. Let's just go in and cast Repel Dead on the vampire lords. Oh, one of the things I didn't mention. Okay, good. We're fine. We're all good. This is fine. It's okay. We're going to stab Mangar. Oh, okay. Gotta try again. One of the things I didn't mention is this game did keep a little piece of 1980s insensitivity in it. The code, you've seen characters get killed or turned to stone, drained. Hey, we got a Slayer living this time. It also has what we would call confusion, and unfortunately it uses the code you see there, NUTS, for it. Flesh anew. Thank you. Do it again. Hide in the shadows. Cast flesh anew. It cures confusion. Okay. Actually, we're not doing too bad, believe it or not. I don't have Demon Bane. Strel Spellwhip. Okay, let's kick the dead monsters. There we go. Hide. Bard Song. Bada Kilnfest, get me a little bit of healing. And we're going to Spellbind the Demon Lord. Or we're all going to die. This is worse than usual. I'm not going to say it doesn't usually go badly, but this is worse than usual. Hide. Use McLaren. Cast Farfo on... Nope, they're stoned. Okay, hide. Hide. Attack Mangar. Attack Mangar. Thank you. There's a critical hit on Mangar. Cool. Now we just need to stab the rest of the enemies. Please hit. Thank you. And that's the fight. And we're not going to open that because it could kill us. And Kiliarin shows up, teleports us back to the Adventurers Guild, and that is time. There we go. That's that. So yeah, that's the Bard's Tale. Thank you for the GGs. Hopefully I bought us a bit more time and moved the schedule up a bit. And yeah, stick around for Tigerian, who is very kind to let me go first so I can get home and help my kid get ready for school. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the marathon. Donate frequently. So I suppose a friendly old wizard could have teleported in to help during the fight. Why would they do that? What possible